Yo, 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 what's cracking? What's up? You rocking with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinking deacon, the rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. Y'all know who it is, it's FatCat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is, it's T. Sounding like book bills. What's cracking?
What's happening with you, man?
What's going on, man?
Enjoying this winter day. It's nice and warm out here.
Oh,
If I say warm, it's warmer than it usually is
yeah.
this time of year.
Yeah. We doing it. We doing it. But once again, we want to welcome everybody to the Fat Cat Show in the VIP lounge. And if you watching right now, that means that your access has been granted. Boom. So we saying what's up to everybody, and before we get started, like we do all the time, we want to wish everybody. What hit that preacher voice for me one more time?
Everybody!
Everybody, very, very happy birthday. Cut your volume down, man. A very, very happy birthday. And, because it's good to be in the land of the living. And if I'm forgetting people's birthdays, I'm very, very, very sorry, because there's a lot that's going on, and my mind ain't working like it used to. This is a 50-year-old brain. What? I know you did. I'll play it back and get at you later on. I know you said something. But anyway, it's good to be in the land of the living. Amen. But just like we got life, and we at the Fat Cat Show want to send our heartfelt condolences out to those who are grieving. Unfortunately, death is a part of life. But Jesus said to us, and let not our hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are there many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. He said, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, ye may be also. And we do hold true to these facts that heaven is a prepared place for prepared people. So we need to be ready when our time is near. And the way we be ready is that we believe in our heart, confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord, and that he has prepared a place for us. Amen. I'm not going to get into preaching, but a wonderful thing. We're 2 days from a new year. 2 days from a new year, man. What you think about that? What are you thinking more about? Y'all gotta excuse me today. I got a cold, so I will be sipping my tea a little bit. What are you more prepared?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I heard you.
I don't know. One of my New Year's resolutions is to be ready to accept what God has given for you already.
Oh yeah, sweet.
You're already.
Okay.
He's just waiting for you to go claim your prize.
Year preparation, man. You know what? When you look at everything, I know we got 2 days to go, but when you look at everything in the nutshell, man, it's wonderful to know that all the things that you've been through, all your ups and downs, and that God brought you through to this day to just, to get to this point. Even, would you say it's like, I know death is death, and, when it's your time, it's your time. But do you find it a tragedy if something was to happen to somebody at this point and not make it to the new year? Or do you just look at death as death? It's just death.
I think it's part of the life, but it's something. If you was to die on New Year's, if you didn't have that relationship with God, just wasn't guaranteed to go to heaven. And I guarantee you, if you don't have that relationship, you're not going to have it.
Amen. Okay, look at my buddy, man. You preaching. You gonna get that certificate just yet? You gonna get that certificate just yet? But anyway, man. I'm just saying this. If we don't see you again from the Fat Cat Show in the VIP Lounge, man, we just want to wish everybody a happy New Year, just in case we put it out there so we know, hopefully, that we're going to see you in this new year. Amen. I don't know. It seems like my comments are disabled or something. I think I heard people talking about that, about comments and stuff being disabled.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, this is crazy right here, man. But anyway, it ain't gonna stop us from doing what we doing. But anyway, we gonna get into our first topic of today, man.
Oh no!
I don't know if you heard this one about a mother, a wife that was killed going to the store, man, in Detroit to go get some pop and some juice, man. And it's sad, and unfortunately this killer is still on the loose. But I was looking at the news clip on this, man, and man, it's sad. It's sad, but I ain't gonna touch on it until we look at the news clip, and we gonna get into the story.
The last we checked, no, but that's why they quickly released that surveillance video. They also plan on looking at video footage from the surrounding areas, doing whatever they can to track down this cold-blooded killer who they still consider to be armed and dangerous.
My rock, my heart, my everything.
Too distraught to show his face, John Golden is anguished over the death of his wife and high school sweetheart, Tracy Golden.
And everybody that knows her and knows me know how we felt about each other.
Tracy was murdered Wednesday night, allegedly killed over her car while leaving a store on Grand River to buy pop and juice. Detroit police now searching for the killer, releasing this surveillance video of the suspect in a black hooded jacket walking towards Tracy. Moments later, they would shoot her, go through her pockets, and drive off in her charcoal gray 2018 Dodge Journey.
Man, you get the picture. This is especially like during the holidays, and I always tell my wife that, because she works at night, and I always tell my wife, you know, let's make sure your car filled up so you don't have to stop at the gas station or something, because I'm very leery now, because it's sad when there's certain places that we know, especially as black folks in the community and things like that, there's certain places that you don't stop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's certain places that you don't go, and I'm not, and I'm not being insensitive towards this young lady that got killed, this mother, this wife, and everything. But there are some places that you don't stop. But you should be able to go anywhere that you want to go. But their common sense keeps us from going to certain places, and I feel bad for this, that you can't go where you want to go. You don't have freedoms like that to go where you want to go without considering that somebody is going to try to rob you, take your life. You know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, nobody wasn't gunning for her, trying to kill her, but this guy robbed her, you know, killed her and took her car, everything, and just, it almost seemed like a crackhead move, you know. You wouldn't think we had crackheads no more, but I don't know. What's your take, man?
I don't know. I think it's sad because she almost made it to the new year, and somebody took her out of here.
Yeah.
And the memories of her death will be felt through her kids.
Yeah.
Like this time of year will be bad for them.
Right. And that's the whole thing, like what is, I don't know, man. It's getting to the point. I know a lot of people, I got cousins from other, states and stuff. They don't even like to visit Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time one of my cousins, they came down here for a funeral and their car got stolen. You know what I'm saying? Their car got stolen and stuff. Not saying that it don't happen in other cities, but you like, dang, I can't even go out of town and chill without, all this stuff happening. And it's wild. I hope they catch this person. I know somebody got to know who this person is, What do you think? Like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think they should get the death penalty here because a lot of these cats just need to be out of here. We don't need them in the community, man. Get somebody good for nothing. Take people's lives. Maybe make people scared to do this or that. Even when we have certain concerts here or the African festival, something terrible is gonna happen.
Right. Right.
I'm talking just because I'm from the city.
Right.
And kind of know what gas stations and what stores not to go to at night.
Right.
And she might have not even been from the city. She might have been here for a couple of months.
I didn't consider
in the area that she was robbed in. It's a nice area.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too far from where I live at.
And it's sad. It's very sad. I was looking at the article in from on the news from Detroit Channel 7. It was like a cold-blooded killing of a wife and mother on Detroit's west side has police searching for the gunman who opened fire. Said the victim was targeted as she left a neighborhood store just before 11 at night on Wednesday. Said family members described her name was Tracy Golden. Said not only as a wife and mother, but as a lifesaver who spent 10 years working at Sinai Grace. Said it was also there that her life ended tragically after she was shot leaving the store. Said the husband it was surprising that he was able to get on camera. He said, I don't care about the car. I want my wife back, which I can't get back. He said, I was told she was shot in the abdomen one time and didn't make it through. It said Tracy was his high school sweetheart. My rock, my heart, my everything. Everyone that knows her and me knows how we felt about each other. It was sad. It's sad now people don't realize, who, when you shoot somebody, when you kill somebody, what you take, who you devastate. I know some people don't even think past that level, and it's tripped out to me that, I don't know this young lady or nothing. I don't know her life or anything, but it trips me out that sometimes how, Ray Ray and Pookie can live forever. They can go around terrorizing and doing everything and anything to everybody, but nobody don't take them out. You know what I'm saying? And I know people may be looking at me because I'm a minister and I'm talking like that, but it just baffles me how Ray Ray and Pookie can live forever. And nobody don't take them out, nobody don't think about it, but somebody will go shoot an innocent mother, a grandmother, a grandfather, a child, because Detroit was rocked Christmas, man, with about 5 murders. Christmas alone. And it's just senseless to me the way all this stuff is going. So I really, really hope that somebody knows this individual that's seen this surveillance cam and they can identify this individual. Because we know all the people in the hood that do the dirt. You know, people know. You know, we know that Grand River area is rocking. It's wild. I would have never stopped nowhere over there. Not on no Grand River.
But you from the east side though.
But it's all right though. But I got enough sense to know about Grand River. I got enough sense to know about Finkel. You know,
About who?
Finkel, Livernois, all that area. Dexter, Schoolcraft. I know enough about not to stop over there and be messing around. Huh?
I ain't say nothing.
Oh yeah. I know you want to say something though. I know you can. What you got anything else?
No, that was a senseless murder.
Yeah.
It's all senseless when you take somebody's life.
Yeah, it is. It's real tragic. So I hope somebody recognizes him and turns that person in. All right, we're gonna go to our next topic before our main topic. I don't know if you remember this young man right here, Jeru Campbell. He was an ex quarterback at Cass Tech High School. Remember the young man that slammed the security guard?
Yeah.
And he ended up getting a second chance, and he had ruined his chance for all them Division I schools and all of that. Well, he back in trouble again. And this is to me, it's a sad case of just a misguided young man. I don't too much know much of his background, but evidently something is going on. But I want to take a look at this right quick, and we're gonna get into this story.
Yeah, a very sad story to be reporting on today. Many of us have followed Campbell's story as a football star at Cass Tech, to his arrest and then his comeback as a quarterback at Ferris State University. So to see him back behind bars facing an assault with a deadly weapon charge is very disheartening. And to watch that video of him having a face-off with police with his 2-year-old daughter in his hands is very difficult to watch.
Let's do it, my boy. Self-defense. Come on. I'm stabbing. Anything come to this, bro.
In an intense standoff with Auburn Hills police, 26-year-old Jeru Campbell has scissors in one hand and his 2-year-old daughter in the other.
Ain't no telling when the next Christmas coming around.
It happened on Christmas Day. Campbell entering the Havenwick Mental Health Hospital, allegedly attempting to get someone out. But instead, he got himself put in jail.
I get locked up, bro. Oh, God, I'm going crazy, bro.
Campbell is currently at the Oakland County Jail facing assault with a deadly weapon and 4th-degree child abuse charges. It's a hard fall from grace for Campbell, who at one point people considered to be the comeback kid. He was the Cass Tech quarterback standout who had offers from schools like Michigan State and Notre Dame, but those scholarships were wiped away when he was arrested for slamming a school security officer and assaulting his girlfriend. But years later, he was bettering himself, sitting down with 7 Action News reporter.
You get it. But this made national news. This is so crazy. Actually, CBS News. It said former Cass Tech and Ferris State football star Jeru Campbell was charged after police said he threatened staff at an Auburn Hills hospital and police while holding his 2-year-old daughter. Campbell was arraigned Wednesday on 4th-degree child abuse, 3 counts of felonious assault on a police officer, disturbing the peace, and trespassing. Campbell was given a $30,000 cash bond. The incident unfolded at about 8:40 p.m. December the 25th at Havenwick Hospital. Police were called to the hospital for a report someone threatening staff. Said the suspect, identified as Campbell, was seen holding his daughter with scissors in his hand. Police said he was demanding that a family be released from the hospital and also threatening to harm officers during the standoff. You know, this is a case to me, mental illness. It's real out here. it is so real because, and I think too what sparks, and I know you gonna say I ain't got no credit hours, man, but I just want to put this out. There's a lot of pressure once you're identified with some kind of talent. Once they identify you with some type of talent, and they put an expectation on you to be something, your family and all that. That puts a lot of pressure on you to do that, and we got to get out of this mind state of. I know you hate to quote from rappers, but that Jay-Z mentality where he said either we gonna dribble out this MF or riddle out this MF, talking about the ghetto, and that's the only things that we kind of like put on ourselves. And when a person don't live up to that standard, because everybody ain't gonna, as good as you are, everybody ain't gonna make it out doing those two things, no matter how good you are. I look at we had a basketball standout in our era, Rashad Phillips. Man, they was calling him the Allen Iverson of Detroit. Man, he didn't make it out. He didn't make it to the league. And you got so many cats that can rap and do all of that, but everybody not making it. So it's like we have to set a standard where hey, we look more than ourselves as basketball players, sports figures, and rappers. There got to be something else for us out there to do where it's not so much pressure. Go out there and make something more of yourself. All this stuff is being entertainment is programming all this stuff on young men and making them think, hey, this is your only way out of here. Step and fetch it type of mentality. This is our only way to get up out of here. What's your take, man?
Everybody's not. I'm saying if you play sports, if you sing, you dance. When I say sing or dance, I mean rap or sing. You ain't gonna get a record deal. You ain't gonna go to the NFL. You ain't gonna go to the NBA. So if you don't go, do that automatically makes you a criminal? I might as well be a thug out here.
Right.
Because if you do make it, you'll just be a rapist or drug addict with a deal with money to do to do bad things.
Right.
Because money brings out your true character.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you ain't about ish, give you a couple of 100,000. You will show your ishness.
And you know what's so funny? Because they had different vices in each generation. In our generation, they had that, they had, we had crack in our generation. But how they was getting us was with weed and alcohol. And it was but this then became the pill popping generation. This pill popping generation is kind of like out of control. And not only, you didn't see in our generation them advertising us taking crack, you know what I'm saying? But they did do weed and alcohol. But in this generation, they actually advertising people on lean.
What's the advertisement for lean you done seen?
Huh?
What advertisement for lean have you seen?
They call it syrup.
I'm saying when you say advertise, you mean in the rap lyrics?
Yeah, in the rap lyrics, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Even with us, we like toward the end of our like little thing, they had that sipping on some scissor and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got what was that? Percocet, all that stuff. Beagles rapping about that kind of crazy type stuff.
We got a generation of drug addicts. It's okay to be on drugs now. That's how these young people, it's almost like it was when we was young. It was okay to walk into a party and your eyes is red. You'll get a play.
Right.
Like, oh, you look like you messed up.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's okay. Just like it's okay to be the father of 10 kids, all with all different baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay for a woman to lay down, open her legs up for a dude that didn't take care of his other 9 kids. Why would he take care of yours?
Yeah, man gonna be different this time, huh?
He gonna be different this time, man. They don't even tell him you gotta wear a condom. You ain't gotta pull out nothing.
Yep, man gonna be different this time. That
Hey man, coming over women houses with no job, no condom, and no pull-out game.
Mm-hmm. And once again, I just want to put something out. This is the Fat Cat Show VIP Lounge, and any comments that you want to relay on any topic right now, that number is 646-564-9728. Make sure you press that 1 if you want to be heard. We want to hear from you. But once again, like you said, because you could tell something going on with that young man. I don't know if he popping pills or whatever, he doing, but something is going on, And
I be thinking, some of these people don't live on the same planet that I do. Because I know they will lock us up for nothing. They will shoot us.
Thank you.
But these cats act like this is not going on.
Right.
Look at all the extra charges they put on them.
Oh yeah. I was just about to get to that. What was that? Let me go back to that. Now, all them charges they put on that guy. What? Wait a minute. They said what? Child abuse and all kinds of little crazy stuff that
he's gonna get charged for it too.
Was felonious assault, and then he could have, but to me, when they came up, when they started coming up with all these kind of like phobias and diagnoses and stuff, I think it was more of a white protection for them. I'm saying where they're able to use it without scrutiny, but we're not able to use it.
What a lot of people don't understand is they try to get us in the system when we're young. Mm-hmm. When you get put in the system when you're young, guess what? Mm-hmm. You can't go to certain schools. You can't get certain jobs.
Right.
You can't even live in certain areas. Like if you're a child predator, do you know if you stop to go to the bathroom in the area that you didn't know this is a kid's zone, but if you get pulled over, you got to be a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
And like I know, once you hit 40, that bladder is weak, baby.
Oh yeah. You could, and it could be something so innocent as you can't hold it. You caught in traffic and you sit up there. You got your little bottle, your piss bottle, and you pull it out and you pee it, and then a kid next in another car next to you looking all over and like, mama,
Would you get a ticket or pee on yourself? I'm just asking.
I get a ticket.
Wow.
So you would be a registered sex offender instead of
I'm not.
Yourself. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
You go through all these court cases, or would you just piss on yourself and be like, "Oh man,
man, you crazy"? No, I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't talking all that, but I'm just saying.
I just want to know can you walk in the house with a pants full of piss?
Heck, I ain't gonna get out the car now.
Then you just gonna pee on yourself, right?
I'm gonna have my extra bottle.
Let's say
if I didn't have it.
Listen to me, brother. Let's say you don't have an extra bottle. The choices that you have is to pee on yourself or get a summons to appear in court. Which one would you do?
I'm gonna have to plead my case.
You'll plead your case to who?
I'm not about to pee on myself. I'm not about to pee on myself. That's the
But that goes
that.
back to the laws that's set up for
Yeah.
us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's get you in the system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, R. Kelly can have sex with girls for over 10 years. Don't go to jail, but you get caught pissing.
Right.
Your child's on, guess what?
Right.
And you don't have the money to be missing work and paying for lawyers so you don't go to jail.
Right. But anyway, man, let's get to our main topic. I get it though, but you know, it is what it is. But we want to get to our main topic for today, and man, I thank you for that for this topic, man. Our main topic for today: do every breakup deserves closure? Does every breakup deserves closure? And I think about this. I thought about this when you first brought this up. I don't think every breakup deserves closure because some relationships you're happy to end. But it's every once in a while you have that one relationship, one or two, because you get many. About how many relationships you think on average the average person gets into during their lifetime? Probably. I know we have a lot of fake relationships, but it's on average. How many relationships you think?
Between 3 and 5.
In your lifetime, real ones. You talk about real ones.
Oh, the fake ones. I done had plenty of fake. Plenty of.
So
you know what my closure was?
What?
Not answering their phone calls.
Wow.
I just ghost them.
You know, I think really, I'm gonna speak on myself. I think it's the closure comes in because I remember one relationship I had that really hurt me to my heart, right? And I was like, and I think it had me questioning, like really like man, I treated you like a queen, you know? I treated you like a queen. I was a good man to you. What was it? Well, you know, what is it? Why you choose to do what you got when you don't have that answer? You kind of like question yourself, like, man, like what was it? You know?
I think it depends on, like, if you know it's coming or not. Like,
yeah.
When you have a breakup and it come out the blue, you like,
yeah, right. When that person started changing the game up, when they start changing
the game is leaving you. Or say, oh, I don't think this is gonna work. You like what?
I'm talking about too when you notice that your mate is making certain changes, they acting different, the routine is different, because usually a relationship, especially established relationship, y'all have certain routines with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. But then when that person starts making different, moves and stuff like that, well, I know we used to do this, but I think I'm gonna start going out with the girls this time.
That's why you should date. Because when you date, when they start moving different, it's time to go. That's why I don't believe in second chances. I don't second guess myself or anything. If something ain't right, I'm not a crazy person. If something ain't right, it's time to go.
But let me ask you this. Let's say the first time that happened to you, like first time something similar like that happened to you, and you done said that same thing to yourself. The minute that I sense something, I'm leaving. But But then when you get to that next time and it happened again, and you just like you ignored
No,
what you
it
said.
it never happened to me again.
But you said you never had that. Everybody
I
that
didn't
you
say
had
that.
was.
I didn't say it never happened to me.
Huh?
I'm not crazy enough to say it never happened to me because it had, but it didn't happen again. That's why I say the purpose of dating is for you to know these clues. It's either you gonna get out the game by marriage, or you gonna stay in the game and go through some bull crap. And I think I done been through enough bull crap.
Oh, okay. So you never needed closure in a relationship.
I thought I did, but it came to me saying, because I said this to you, I got this from one of my Facebook friends. She said, somebody showing you that they're disloyal, dishonest is closure enough. What else do you need? If somebody is not honest with you, why would you need closure?
You know what? But I think when you go to a level of because I think some of the things that devastates you at times is because what a bad relationship could do, especially when you love somebody and they betray you, they betray your trust, and they leave you in a vulnerable position. Wait a minute. Number one, it kills your confidence. Your confidence is killed. It make you question yourself. Like, man, was I good enough? Am I? You get questioned. Am I ugly? What was it? You know what I'm saying? People get to questioning themselves like that, and then they be like, just be open, be honest. What was it? Why did you? Not that I want to get you back or anything, but what was it? What made you go?
But look, someone that's lying to you, going behind your back with stuff. Why would you expect them to be honest
Be true.
with you? Plus, if you had that relationship with what? Huh?
Huh?
If you had that relationship with who? I'm talking about you. It wouldn't be you wouldn't question yourself, right?
Right. I'm just, but you never been at that point though where you just really wanted to know, just like what?
I was, but guess what happened?
What?
I said to myself, you expecting anything different from somebody that was being dishonest to you? Why? I'm talking about, would you expect them to do you right, and that means, are you crazy or something?
You know what too? I got to a point. I think one of the best closures that I had in a relationship came when this girl that did me dirty. She ran into me somewhere else, and she came up to me and she said, I saw you and I didn't know if I wanted you to see me because I know I still got feelings for you and I know how you feel about me. I said, wrong. How I felt about you. I said, whoa. I don't feel nothing for you now.
You told her.
Yeah, but it's me trying to, it was almost like a little bit of that sweet revenge that come back and let you know, like, you don't hold this.
That's why it's so important for a man to have fathers. Because a father will sit you down and be able to talk you through it. But what we do a lot of times is as adults, we're not talking about high school or some younger kids.
Uh-huh.
As adults, you try to figure it out yourself.
Right.
Plus, you're trying to figure that out, and you got a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start second guessing yourself, that's a recipe for disaster. Somebody probably show up at somebody's house with a gun or something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that older man to say, look, she don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people just don't want you. Sometimes you just don't want people.
Right.
And you pleading and begging for somebody that don't want you?
Let's say this. Let's just say you was in a relationship and y'all just let's just say y'all grew kind of apart, but you truly didn't understand. You love that person, but it just seemed like y'all just, for some odd reason, y'all just kind of like grew apart and stuff like that. But y'all kind of left the relationship, kind of, I don't know how to truly put it. You just left the relationship, it just abruptly, and then you kind of like think back, some time later, and you like, man, why did that happen to us? Why? I gotta have closure. Like what? I thought we could make it. I love that person. Why didn't we make it? So you didn't.
I don't know. Look, this is how I am now. When the relationship is over with, period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything. It takes exactly 24 hours to get somebody out of my system. That means a good sleep.
What about
a good sleep?
Okay. What about the old time? The old.
Don't matter. He don't exist anymore.
But that's what we dealing with according to the topic. Like what them times, because this conversation is going to help some person right now that's going through that same thing that can't get over.
If I had to tell my son something, I'll say, look, son, she don't want you. You can't make somebody want to be with you.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's billions of people on this earth. Go find somebody else. Leave her alone.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, because it be the memories that kind of like hold you in place.
Don't make memories with somebody else.
And we don't see that in hindsight all the time. We don't see that. We steady think about the time, like especially when you first had feelings for a chick. When you first had these feelings, you thought that girl was everything. She made you feel a certain way. You just wanted to be with her. It was just good. Remember the innocent times when it was just good to just hold her hand and call her your girlfriend.
Those are memories.
Yeah.
That's the past. And the thing that you may be thinking about is a person that no longer exists. A situation that don't exist anymore.
Right.
So you got to be all right with letting go of the past memories of somebody that's not even there anymore for you in your mind. But you got to mentally let them go.
But
that's what I learned.
But don't you think sometimes matters of the heart you can't control?
Don't you think that time heals all wounds?
Oh yeah, I know that does. But I'm saying just at the time when you invest your heart into somebody, you know me, and some people when they fall in love, when they find that one person and they fall in love, they fall hard, in love. I done heard many people tell me that, hey, when I fall in love hard, and so that person that falls in love hard.
Do you fall in love that hard for Jesus?
Oh yeah.
Okay, if you can't love somebody for you love Jesus, right?
Right.
So if you do, that's just what you get. Because you can't serve two what?
Masters.
All right. When you do, what happens?
Hey.
How you walking around with a broke heart?
You know what? See, you went spiritually on it, but a lot of people, when you broken, let's say this, when you broken, and sometimes like a bad relationship will hit you to the soul, And when you wounded, it's hard for you to listen spiritually. When you wounded to some people, I say that it's hard for them. You know but but when somebody can minister to your soul, when somebody can really get at you like alone by yourself, you be like you've been in the moments where, let's say you've been in a relationship that really broke your heart, and you sit back, you like, oh man, I remember I said some of the dumbest stuff during this time. Lord, I don't want to fall in love again. Skip that. That ain't happening to me no more.
But the closer that you do bring yourself to God, those memories that you had for Him fade away. You can't have that love for anybody if you don't have that love for God or yourself. Because you gotta love yourself enough not to even be bothered and hurt like that. But when you think the other person, oh, she gonna be the only one that gonna ever love me like this.
Yeah, you done. You done. What you have that mentality? See, I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes when you get yourself, because this is what happened to me when me and my wife first started dating, and I had been through so many bad relationships, and that I kind of locked my heart in this box, and I was like, she's only gonna get as much of my heart as I want her to get. I'm gonna control how I give my heart to her. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? If I want a wife, if I want somebody that I'm gonna share my love with, I can't hide my heart in this box. I can't skeleton key lock my heart. I know the Bible says, guard your heart, because everything you do flows from it. It flows from it. So, but I knew, if I was on guard, if I had my heart on guard like I wanted it to be on guard, there wasn't no possible way that I could actually love her the way that she needs to be loved. I ruined a lot of relationships guarding my heart the way that I did, you know. But I'm glad that I got my wife, and I'm glad that God allowed me to open up my heart and give it to my wife. But it was a lot of other little relationships that I ruined just on the simple fact of over guarding my heart. You ever been in that road where you just over guard and you done ran some people away?
My whole life.
Yeah.
But like I was saying before, man, it's so important. Don't be spiritual after you need God. Because my other Facebook post said, don't treat God like He's a sugar daddy. You only call Him when you need something.
Yeah, that post.
And you see a lot of people post some. They give a Bible verse up when they're going through a heartbreak. Stop waiting to the last minute. Stop waiting till something happened to you. Oh, you want to start going to church, and you going to church to get the word. You ain't just going to church to walk into a building so you can say, "Oh, I went to church." If you hear that word, man, you will know you ain't gonna put nobody above the feelings that you have for God. And if you have that feeling for God, you ain't gonna let nobody run over you anyway.
But you know how I treat things. And
tell me how you treat it.
This is how I look at things. I look at them to the point of when you know how God, there's different types of loves, and the number one love is agape love. And agape love is that unconditional, how God told us to love one another with an unconditional love. And so when you go with an unconditional love, you look at it and you say, the mistakes that we often make in relationships is when we go to find a relationship, because remember, when God created everything, after he created it, he said it was good. It's good. And he said that a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So when you go out and you look, when you try to, I ain't gonna say look for your wife, when you find the woman that's probably a prospect, or maybe you know that's gonna be your wife, you have to know that, yeah, it's good, but I understand that there's a side of her that I might not like. There's a side of her that's not perfect, that I have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let it make me miserable or things like that. But I got to get out of this mindset that I'm going to find the perfect wife, because there's no such thing as the perfect relationship, the perfect wife. There's going to be that you're going to have that problem. There's going to be something in it that you might not agree with.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Pastor.
Uh-huh.
When you hear when you hear the term that they're not equally yoked,
yes,
that goes back to exactly what you just said, right?
Right.
So I think that's what the problem is. People, they just go out and you making babies and being with people that you're not equally yoked with.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if neither one of you got the word in you at all, then don't complain.
You don't know it.
I'm talking about neither one of y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what you got to complain about. I'm talking about when you come crying to me, all I can say is, hey, what do you expect?
Yeah, but it goes back to, if you don't know the word, how you know if you equally yoked? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know it. You ain't gonna know if you equally yoked, because a lot of people, they just, you know, you got this movie, everybody talking about love is love and all this crazy stuff, but the scripture says all good and perfect gifts come from above. So if you're blessed with a good woman, or ladies, if it's a good man for you, then know that it's a gift from God that He sent for you. You know, because we weren't meant to be alone. We weren't meant to be alone at all. And so and it's just getting back, because sometimes we block our blessings. We block our blessings, and sometimes I don't know how many quote unquote relationships I messed up, once again, doing dumb stuff, and or the person misunderstood what I was doing, and then they took it wrong, and I before I could even really clarify myself, they like, man, I can't do this and that, and that leaves you empty, and you like, and that emptiness make you need closure. You know, make you need that closure. Like what, baby? What's happening? Talk to me. You know, I gotta know. You know, I gotta know. Let me know what I did wrong. What could we, you know?
Oh, I don't know, but the closer that I got to God, the more I didn't need the closure. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your closure. You know what I'm saying? I'm relying on the word instead of your word coming out of your mouth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I get you. I get you. You know, but there's sometimes, you know, it's just like you said. It's a growing process, because, you know, we're not perfect individuals, and as much as we want to say that certain things won't happen to us again, in some form or fashion, sometimes we are repetitive creatures. You know, we're repetitive creatures. Even as Christians, when we give our lives to God, right? We said, Lord, I surrender everything to you. You know, I won't. This won't happen. I promise I won't do this again. But how many times do we fall, and we have to come back to the Father and say, hey, I know I said I wasn't going to do it, Father, because I'm not perfect. Because our relationship with God is related to as a marriage. You know, they say that Jesus is coming back for his bride, meaning the church. We are the church. We're the body, so we're the brides of Christ. So he's coming back for us, you know, and we're not perfect brides, but yet and still, he has unconditional love for his bride, and you know, so we have to look at that. So I want to, and you being my brother and my friend, I want to see you married. I want to see you happy. I want to see you, you know, have somebody to share your life with. You know what I'm saying? I wish that for anybody, because that's the greatest feeling ever, to have somebody that you know you're going to share your life with, as long as God, you know, gives you and that person on earth to share. I got a chance to see my grandparents make 70 years of marriage and love and their ups and downs and stuff that they had. Then my wife's grandparents did the same thing. 70 years of love, up and down, and it's not easy. It's never easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy thing. So, but I understand that every relationship don't need closure, but I know it's some of them, you know, regardless if we want to admit it or not. Me and we got this thing where we don't like to wear our heart on our sleeves. And we want to admit a lot of things that we should admit, because it's good therapy for the soul. But a lot of times we need that closure to you know, help our soul, you know, be relieved, you know. Because at the end of the day, man, we gotta give an answer for everything at the end of the day. So it's like I know some things that's completely clear. You know, like you said, that person that you
90 seconds.
The person that you had in your life that just cheated on you, and you say, hey, I don't need to know nothing else, because you did it. You did it, and when you had me, you didn't treat me right. When I tried to treat you like a queen, you didn't treat the relationship right. So there's nothing more I need from you, to know about you, or need to know why you did what you did. But there's some relationships that you have that might abruptly end, even if
60 seconds.
Even sometimes we ask God that question. We be needing closure from God sometimes. Like, God, why? Why did this happen? We need that closure. But we down to our last minute, and I want to thank everybody. Give me that preacher voice, man.
Everybody.
We're going to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show today. Great topic in this VIP lounge. And remember, the Fat Cat Show VIP lounge is the hottest podcast show in the
World.
Y'all know what it is. And we want to just thank everybody. And y'all tune in to our
10
next show.
seconds.
And be safe out there. We up out of here. Peace.